First tonight, Governor Gina Raimondo reminding people that large groups are still banned as we approach Memorial Day weekend. I'm Shannon Heggie.
And I'm Mike Montecalvo. Today, the Department of Health reports another 6 Rhode Islanders have died, all of whom lived in nursing homes or assisted living facilities. 538 Rhode Islanders with the virus have passed away since mid-March.
The number of people in the hospital increased for the second day in a row to 257. The number of people in intensive care and on ventilators stayed about the same.
And this afternoon, Governor Gina Raimondo looked ahead as Rhode Island moves closer to phase 2 of reopening. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us now live from the State House. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Shannon. We are approaching Memorial Day weekend, and today the governor said she will not be having her typical live press briefing on Monday. Instead, she will observe the holiday at the Veterans Memorial Cemetery with some sort of a ceremony and also issue a pre-recorded message. Now, also today, the governor signaled as we approach this holiday weekend, she will be loosening some restrictions, including for travelers. Out-of-state travelers coming into Rhode Island to hit the beach or return to their summer homes will no longer be greeted by the National Guard. The checkpoints at TF Green Airport and on the highways are now disbanded.
There was not much work to do, to be very honest.
The checkpoints raised controversy initially when Governor Gina Raimondo ordered state troopers and members of the National Guard to stop drivers with New York plates, a practice that was eventually expanded to all out-of-state travelers. Those arriving by ground or by plane were ordered to self-quarantine, and their contact information was kept on file. Raimondo says the need for this practice has dwindled significantly.
The numbers were absolutely negligible. I mean, we were deploying resources to stop a couple of cars a day, so it just didn't make sense.
Raimondo says those guardsmen are now being used for contact tracing. Meanwhile, the governor's executive order requiring domestic travelers to quarantine is currently set to expire on Friday.
Also, for phase 2, there'll be different and more relaxed limits around travel. I haven't yet decided exactly what they will be, but you can imagine that they'll be more relaxed and that kind of a thing wouldn't be necessary.
Also tonight, Governor Gina Raimondo is looking ahead to what phase 2 of Rhode Island's reopening might look like.
And today she asked people to continue social distancing throughout the holiday weekend and what might be in store for many places still waiting for the green light to reopen.
Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian joins us live now from the State House.
Well, Shannon and Mike, we are fast approaching the start of June when the governor says she expects phase 2 to begin. And she also says she fully expects to allow restaurants to once again offer indoor dining during that phase. And today, the Department of Health Director, Dr. Nicole Alexander-Scott, gave us a little bit more insight into how the virus transmits inside versus outdoors.
What's beneficial in combating the virus is being able to have access to adequate airflow. That happens most naturally outside, where it can be disseminated as opposed to lingering. If you're inside and there is poor ventilation or not a lot of airflow, particularly natural airflow, then it is more likely for the virus to hang around as people cough or sneeze without having some form of cloth face covering over their mouth and nose. So it's really why each element of what we're discussing is a critical piece to helping us stop transmission. Having air conditioning set up and being able to allow for airflow, preferably with windows open, and most beneficially outside, minimizes the chances that someone would be exposed by lingering viral particles in the air.
So once again, the governor saying that she hopes to have indoor dining restored by June 1st or the start of phase 2. Today, the governor says they're also trying to figure out how to allow bars and music venues to safely reopen, but she believes that it will be more difficult to enforce social distancing mandates in those type of facilities. Live at the State House, I'm Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.